How were the Oscars 2026? How well did I do with my predictions? How many of them came true last night at the Oscar Awards? That is what we are going to be talking about today and so much more. Let's start with going down the list of my predictions of all the categories of what I did and what I got wrong and what I got right. Be sure to leave in the comment section down below if you made predictions about the Oscars and the categories, what you got right and what you got wrong. Before we start out, I just gotta mention that Best Live Action Short Film, Documentary Short Film, and Best Animated Short Film I did not make predictions for. Although when talking about Best Documentary Short Film, I'm very excited and grateful that in all the small rooms, documentary short film won. Very powerful film. But that is the only one that I saw in the said category. So yeah, I'm gonna be going down the list of how I ordered the categories and not how the show was organized. First up, actor in a leading role. I got it wrong. I thought for sure it was gonna be Timothée Chalamet. Just because, you know, he's Timothée Chalamet, one of the best, most praised actors of the last decade, I would say. And he's been really liked by critics and audience alike for months leading up to this. But alas, it was between him and Michael B. Jordan for sure, and that's who took its bow at the Oscars. Michael B. Jordan, not that surprised, he played two roles within the film, twins, and very hard to do that, I heard, so yay for him. Best actor in a supporting role? I got that wrong too. Like, come on, someone be with me on this. I really thought it was gonna be Jacob Elordi. Like, it's not every day you get to play a monster and play it with so much heart and humanity. But alas, it was Sean Penn for one battle after another. What about actress in a leading role? How did I do with that? I got that one right. It was Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. And I thought it was going to be it just because Hamnet is a movie about theater and the arts and, you know, powerful stuff. And from what I heard, Jessie Buckley did a really good job of portraying all those emotions and themes and ideas. I haven't seen Hamnet though. I guessed and got right that Amy Madigan was gonna win Best Supporting Actress for Weapons, just because I heard the acting in that movie was all around incredible, especially from Amy Madigan. So it took people's words for what? I got it right. And for Best Animated Feature, I listened to the main public too. I predicted it was going to be Zootopia 2. It made over $1 billion. It's a sequel to a very popular movie everyone loved. Most people liked the sequel for sure, so I thought it was going to win. But it was K-pop Demon Hunters, and yeah, it's more deserving anyways, in my opinion, so yeah. And the Academy came out with a new category, celebrating casting directors, which I always appreciate because there's so many people that don't get recognized ever when making movies, and so when a new category comes up, celebrating a new role in the filmmaking process, I'm all into it. And for casting, they had Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, and Sinners, all nominated for its cast. I definitely thought it was gonna be Sinners, because again, Michael B. Jordan, he ended up playing two characters, and you know, just the cultural resonance of the cast, I thought was gonna be kind of more celebrated within it. But alas, guess what? It was one battle after another. Cinematography was snubbed. Snubbed. I thought for sure it was gonna be Train Dreams because, like, come on. Costume design, I thought it was gonna go to Hamnet just because of the, Victorian setting of the film, and how the costumes very beautifully bring that to life. I really thought that was gonna be celebrated, but it was Frankenstein. Still not a bad choice. As director, I would be surprised if anyone got this wrong. You might have thought Ryan Coogler for Sinners. I wouldn't put you down for that if you thought that. But, alas, say it with me. It was Paul Thomas Anderson for one battle after another. Film editing? F1. F1 was my choice. Just how it brings you into the racing sequences. How it, shows you all aspects of the racing and the sport within just the film. And like how it weaves in and out of the action. I thought it was for sure gonna win. It was one battle after another. International feature film, I didn't really watch any, I don't think, of the nominations here, but I still thought I would have a chance of guessing it right, just of hearing people's word of mouth. I thought it was gonna be it was just an accident, but no, it was a boring choice in sentimental value. Makeup and hairstyling, Frankenstein. Yep, good, okay, moving on. I know, like, music is, like, a big thing in Sinners, but for original score, I thought it was gonna be Begonia, just because the music in Sinners is more sung, and not really the score is that prevalent. And Begonia, I've heard a lot of, big things about it, and tidbits of the score, and I just thought its uniqueness was gonna bring it up to the top. But yeah, okay, it was Sinners. Best original song? It's gotta be golden. Who didn't see that coming? Production design, Frankenstein. Yep, okay, good. Moving on again. Sound, F1. Yep, okay, good. Yeah, easy one again. Yay. Visual effects. Adaptive screenplay, I really thought was gonna be Hamnet. Hamlet's a movie where they kind of are taking theater and different aspects of Shakespearean theater and kind of bringing it into this one movie. And I really thought like that unique approach and movie that we don't see that often was gonna get recognized. But again, say it with me. One battle after original screenplay was Sinners. I knew it. Like, people love that. And alas, I did not know that One Battle was gonna win so many awards. And I really thought that Sinners was gonna take its bow as Best Picture. Just because of the cultural resonance of the film. But say it with me, it was one battle. So yeah, that's how I did with the nominations. I only got 9 out of the 20 that I guessed for. Womp womp, so sad. Not that bad though. Did you guys do any better? But just a second to talk about the actual show of the Oscars this year. It kinda sucked. Not lots of the jokes landed. There were some jokes that landed, but not enough to really make it kind of worthwhile. And there were charismatic bits, definitely, but the bits really not add anything and kind of wasted time.